Hi, I'm Matthew, and this is The Alchemist Show, produced by PVTV, a digital media class at Perryville Career and Technology Center. I hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to The Alchemist Show.
Hi, I'm John Shilley. The iPhone 6 has been announced by Apple. The newest iPhone is bigger than bigger. There will be two versions, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. Both are relatively bigger than their predecessors, with the iPhone 6 having a display of 4.7 inches and the iPhone 6 Plus displaying a 5.5. It is also thinner. The iPhone 6 is a 6.9 millimeter and 7.1 for the Plus. There is also the resolution, which is up and much more powerful than the previous iPhones. There is also new features like Apple Pay, Touch ID, iOS 8, and much more.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Now to the Apple Watch. Being Apple's first line of wearable devices coming to the market, it is almost an expansion of your iPhone. You can make calls and answer them, text your friends, and sketch, and it can help you keep a diet plan. It's almost like a life manager, and not to mention lots of ways to customize to your needs, like the watch faces. It's interesting to know that iPhone is just now getting what Android has supposedly had since 2011.
Oh, I agree. The widgets, the larger screen, just everything you can do with the customization.
Yes, phones are getting bigger, but they're also getting a lot thinner.
Oh yeah, they are. I also like how you can play with the different types of app when they have Apple with the iTunes, and then they have Google Play. So they have lots of ways you can get what you need.
Yes. Well, that is all we have today for tech news. Stay tuned after these important messages for some movie news.
What? You shouldn't listen to your music that loud. It could kill your hearing.
What?
Yeah, dude. You didn't know that?
No one ever told me.
Yeah. You could basically blow out your eardrums, and when you're like 30, you won't be able to hear.
But I want to hear.
But you shouldn't listen to your music that loud.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Can I still listen to it, though?
Yeah, just don't listen to it as loud.
How loud does it have to be to damage my hearing?
I think you'll know.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Don't blow out your ears, kids, 'cause that'd be bad.
Yes, it would.
Parents know that the arts are an integral part of their kids' education. The arts help teach kids tolerance and openness, and they allow children to express themselves creatively and grow as individuals. The sad truth, however, is that today in America, kids spend more time at their lockers than they do in art classes. And every year, a little more art disappears from the curriculum. Play a part in your kids' education. Stand up and demand their fair share of art. For more information on what you can do, visit americansforthearts.org. Because the less art kids get, the more it shows. Art. Ask for more. A public service message brought to you by Americans for the Arts and the Ad Council. If you want to prevent crime in your neighborhood, here's a tip. Invite your neighbors in for a cup of coffee. Then you can talk about the potential problems you see on your streets and what you can do about them. You can even invite your local police officer to be a part of the conversation. Who'd have thought a cup of coffee can combat crime? Want to learn more? Go to weprevent.org for other ways to take a bite out of crime. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Justice, Crime Prevention Coalition of America, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Every time I cook burgers, that thing goes off.
Well, you tend to burn them, honey.
Charbroiled, baby. Charbroiled. I hate that noise. We should just get rid of it.
Yeah, right. You just reset the smoke alarm. You would get rid of it, wouldn't you? That makes me feel really safe. You burn food every day, you build big fires in the fireplace, and leave. Yeah, let's take out the smoke detector.
Okay, you made your point. The smoke detector can stay. Do you want cheese on yours? Smoke alarms aren't a nuisance. They're a lifesaver. Make sure you have a working smoke detector on each floor of your house and in each bedroom. A public service of PVTV.
So, I was at my nephew's Little League game the other day, and the kid pitching was throwing tomatoes instead of curveballs. It was a messy game, to say the least. But eating a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables instead of throwing them could help keep your body healthy and packed with nutrients. They could give you the energy you need to hit that grand slam, run, throw, think, and eat better. Can your food do that? Find out at smallsteps.gov. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Ad Council, and this station.
As a parent, you can't help but look at your child and wonder what the future holds. You may dream about the possibility of your son or daughter becoming a professional athlete or a renowned heart surgeon. But while you're dreaming, consider this. The odds that your child was diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166. Knowing the signs of autism and catching it early can make a world of difference to your child and to you. To learn the signs, visit autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council Service.
Hello, this is Darian Bauer with your movie dates for September. We have some great looking movies planned. First, we have The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, Martin Scorsese, and David Harbour. A man with a mysterious past he wishes to forget meets a girl controlled by Russian gangsters. Will he help this pretty face? Watch to find out. Next, we have the cartoon movie The Box Trolls, starring Ben Kingsley, Nick Frost, and Richard Ayoade. A young man raised by cave dwellers tries to save his friends from exterminators. Next, we have the song, a love story that takes the meaning of the word to a level that reaches the stars. A songwriter's latest piece for his wife takes him to a whole new level of stardom, starring Alan Powell, Allie Faulkner, and David Vincent. Finally, we have a thriller of a movie, The Faces of January, a story centered around a con artist, his wife, and a stranger caught up in the death of a private detective, starring Viggo Mortensen, Kristen Dunst, and Oscar Isaac. Now to Matt.
Hi, I'm Matthew Skeggs. Coming into theaters in October, we have plenty of horror movies coming into theaters. Here are just a few. Annabelle. This movie is rated R and is about a couple that begin to experience terrifying supernatural occurrences involving a vintage doll shortly after their home is invaded by satanic cultists. The film is directed by John R. Leonetti and stars Ward Horton, Annabelle Wallis, and Alfre Woodard. Annabelle comes to theaters October 3rd. Another horror film coming in October is rated PG-13 and it is Ouija. It is about a group of friends who must confront their most terrifying fears when they awaken the dark powers of an ancient spirit board. This film is directed by Styles White and stars Olivia Cook, Anna Koto, and Darren Kagasoff. Ouija comes to theaters October 24th. To get on a lighter note away from the horror films, we have a comedy movie called PG that is rated PG and called Alexander, the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. It is about when Alexander wakes up with gum in his hair and things just get worse as his day progresses. This film is directed by Miguel Artera and it stars Bella Thorne, Jennifer Gardner, Steve Carell, and Karis Dorsey. Finally, the last film I'm going to talk about is Dracula the Untold. It is rated PG-13, and this film is about the origin story of the man who becomes Dracula. The director is Gary Shore, and it stars Luke Evans, Dominic Cooper, and Samantha Barks. And that is your movie news, and that's all for this edition of The Alchemist Show. Thank you for listening.